That was actually one.
It was actually kind of cool about Fire Emblem 7 was the fact that you only got a limited number of these really, really awesome weapons. And so you just really appreciated them. Yes, Larichel, one more round. There's only 2 of them this time. Because apparently they're just ignoring Gilliam there with his infinitely inferior luck, speed, and resistance.
Even though...
They're just blinded by your divine beauty, I guess, or something. Well, now you're gonna blind them with your shining book of death. Which you critical for no good reason. Yeah, baby. Natasha, what do you say to that? Huh?
Can you do Batar?
Natasha says, I can try! Oh, that was pretty good. Yeah. Yeah! Yeah!
She can use Purge.
Yeah! Yeah! I'm just like...
Yes!
Yeah! You guys guard the treasure room. You don't... Our rogue is coming. We just want you there to make sure nothing gets in. If we want to get in, you guys run along. You get up there, use your heal staff. That is actually his lowest weapon rank right now.
Leben Injector.
What?
Since I don't know the proper German word for it, Life Giver.
Will you just stop speaking German?
Stop speaking pseudo-German? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
just stop
Life
it.
Injector. Alright.
Alright. Get up there, Knoll. You patch him up. Because it really sucks when the only staff you can use is the heals. Even though the heals are good, it's really nice because D you can get stuff.
I think we want to get him up to at least B so that he can use...
The Physic, which is the most useful staff in the whole game. I hear my phone going, but thankfully I left it in the other room, so I'm not obliged to answer it. Because I don't tell people when I'm going to be recording these episodes, and my family just keeps calling me. Unless it's like an emergency phone call. Let's just hope it's not an emergency phone call. Why do I always think of emergency phone calls? Why do I keep saying emergency phone calls?
Emergency phone call, emergency phone calls.
Oh yeah.
My thoughts are that if it was an emergency phone call, they would
probably
calling.
try the house phone eventually.
Yeah.
You're good. Orson, we're just gonna give you some time to reflect on your life, such as it is. What do you really think it's worth? To do all this, only to have us completely annihilate your army and then just piddly around down here, patching each other up and having talks. Goodness knows, that's all we really want to do. Well, heal first, talk later.
Shall we have that talk?
We don't really want him to... We don't want her to get any more staff support, really.
She doesn't need any more stuff.
But we
She's at S, remember?
Oh, right, duh, because I forgot.
Larichel's the one we don't want to
I
get
keep forgetting I'm so used to training Sarah! I don't know sometimes. Sometimes I'm just like... Move along, move along, move along.
I know what it's like.
No. Let's give those two lovebirds a little bit of privacy.
A little bit of privacy.
A little bit.
Emphasis on little bit.
What's up here? A talisman? That's good. Right. Ford, that's the guy who betrayed you. Take your brother and kick his ass. And Kyle. You remember these guys? Hello? Orson? Oh, you wanted to talk to him? Oh, if you must. Research has ended in miserable failure. Oh, this conversation is going to turn out great. Grotto's sacred stone was shattered, Prince Lyon corrupted, and this whole tragedy that unfolds around us even now. It's true, we mages have triggered the sage's greatest calamity. But why? What was it all for? What did you hope to accomplish with the power of the sacred stone? All Prince Lyon wanted was to help people, and we are his servants. Help people? We read of a spell entitled the Time Shear. It causes, in effect, a hole in time. The spell warps time, punches a hole through cause and effect. We lack the knowledge to reproduce this ancient spell today. Prince Lyon, however, was convinced that we could unravel its secret. He felt we could use it to predict and even prevent future events. Prevent the future? Oh, we dedicated years to studying this spell. You see, the greater the disaster, the farther it sends ripples through time. We learned to read these ripples from the future, hoping to save lives. If we could know when a disaster would strike, we could evacuate people. We could save millions of lives. But it seems so blasphemous. I mean, shouldn't you just sit there and wait for disaster to come and wipe you out? And that worldly creatures should take control of fate. Oh my goodness! Are you saying that, knowing the future, we should do nothing? We should simply allow people to die in order to preserve fate? Well, when you put it like that... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound hostile. Prince Lyon himself was troubled by these same doubts, you see. But we pressed on with our studies. We felt it was our duty in the interests of all Grotto's people. Perhaps we were bitter that we received no credit for aiding Grotto, that we received no accolades for our research for the benefit it brings. I do not know, but we pressed on nonetheless. The misconceptions linking the ancient magics to evil die hard and slow. Prince Lyon sought to change that. He wanted, as we all wanted, to prove that our magic had good uses. Prince Lyon would never. With our aid, Prince Lyon predicted a great storm rising in the south. He barred ships from leaving port, and oh, how people complained. But the storm came, and the seas raged. We saved countless lives. And Prince Lyon cared not at all if the people loved him for it. He only wanted them to be safe. Oh, that's all I can really say. And now I see it all so clearly. All our research amounts to nothing. All I can do now is lament our hunger for knowledge, our greed.
I have a little statement to make about predicting the future and the supposed blasphemy that comes with it. Let's say I were to see like a volcano on the edge of erupting, and to say, "Hey, a volcano's going to erupt," and you were to like some years earlier predict the eruption of the volcano. How different would it be? Those two events, how different would they be? See the point?
Orson is speechless. I don't know, the whole thing about predicting the future is that it's not so much ripples as it is threads of a greater tapestry that you can only imagine. And the thing is that the threads are always changing, weaving in and out, and so to know what one thread will do only means that you know what you would do if you knew that thread, and not knowing that thread produces countless other possibilities. And if you knew a different thread, a whole different set of possibilities would end up. No, the only thing you can do is play on the probabilities of what would and would not happen, and make the most educated guess you can, and just do the best job you effing can, and don't worry about too much of what would have happened, for no one can know what would have happened. We can only... Am I rambling?
Yes, you're
Am I
ranting.
ranting?
We're ranting.
We're ranting. Let's kill some monks.
Wait, hold it.
What?
Which monk is which? I want to see one. Let's see. Items.
Oh! A vulnerary? Okay, we'll not kill that one just yet. Our rogue is over there. Ford, you're back on rogue varying duty. Sorry.
Oh, yes, we're gonna be a bastard and just...
Yeah, because we're thrifty and we have to take the vulnerary.
Take everything. Steal everything.
Steal everything. Steal and heal everything. Looking at... Yeah, Nemi, why not?
You can kill that guy.
With the irony bow! Needs no critical.